Every day, creators, entrepreneurs, and even established brands wake up to find their Facebook account locked, hijacked, completely wiped out, losing years of hard work and entire audiences overnight. Not because Facebook is not secure, but because they never learn how to secure their accounts. The truth is, Facebook gives you the tools to protect yourself, but most people don't even know where to find them, let alone how to use them. That is exactly why hackers and scammers keep winning every time. If you want to stop being an easy target and finally safeguard what you've built, stick with me until the end of this video. I will walk you through the exact step you need to take today. My advice is that you should always update your Facebook password or either any of your other platforms. This will help to protect your account from hackers, and it will keep all your information secure, and you'll be able to even log out anyone who may have had access to your account before in the past. From the home page, you will see these three lines. Click on it and you click on settings and privacy. Click on settings, and under this account center, you are going to click on password and security. Then you click on password and security. Click on change password. Click the account you want to change the password. Go ahead and enter your old password. Enter the new password. Re-enter the new password you want to change to. And on this place, make sure you check log out of other devices. This way, you'll be able to log anybody who have access to your account. You'll be able to log them out, and then you click on change password. So how do we do it? You go back again. You see this two-factor authentication. Click on it. Click on the account you want to add it to. Now, they sent me a code. It said check your WhatsApp message and enter the code we sent to your WhatsApp. Bring it back here and I'll paste the code here. Then I'll click on continue. Now, on this page, we were asked to choose how you want to receive your notification. So I will select the first option. If you want to go with SMS or WhatsApp, that's perfectly okay. And click on next. Now, you can either copy the key or you click on view QR code. Then you can scan it from the Google Authenticator. But let's just copy the key. Now, I'll go to my Google Authentication app. Just go and download this from Google, either from Play Store or your Apple Store. Then I will click on the plus icon. Now I will click on enter a setup key. If you want to use the QR code, you will click on scan a QR code. But in this case, I'm going to be using the setup key. Then I will enter the name. Then you will enter your key here. You will click on this drop down arrow if you want it to be counter based or time based. But in my case, I'm going to be going with time based. You click on add. So let's go back to the Facebook and you're going to click on next. Now you can see we are required to enter the code. Since we've already set it up already, I will come to this authentication app and I will copy this code. You can see the code has been copied. Then I will paste the code here. I will click on next. Now I'm required to re-enter my password. Go ahead and enter your password and click on continue. This is the page you are going to see next. You can see two-factor authentication is on. Now let's add another additional setup. Click on this additional method. Now you can decide to turn on recovery code. Go back again. Under this SMS or WhatsApp, click on it. Now you can enter your mobile number here. Click on next. Under this authorized logins, click on it, trusted devices. Now on this page, if there's any device you see that did not belong to you, click on it and you can decide to remove device. It's very, very important for you to do this step so that you will know how many people actually have access to your account. You want Facebook to notify you whenever someone tries to log into your account from a new device or a new location. So click on login alert, click on the account, and you can see mine is turned on. If yours is off, make sure you turn this on. So click on personal details, and basically these are my personal details on Facebook. Now let's click on contact info. You can see they have access to my phone number, which is okay. Click on that phone number again, and on this phone number something is strange here. Under this my name, look at what they say. They say shared with another person, meaning I'm sharing this phone number with another person and I don't know who the person is. Click on this arrow And they said this number is shared with another person. If you still have access to this number, you can choose to keep it on your account. Since you share this with another person on your Facebook, you both will receive notification unless you delete it. So what I can do is to click on delete from Facebook, and you will click on delete. Now another thing we can do is you come back and click on this confirm number. In this case, choose this account and click on next. A code is sent to my WhatsApp and I will paste the code here. Click continue. Now click on next. I will copy the code and paste it here again. And now my phone number has been added to this account. I've been logged out of that other account. Click on privacy checkup. So click on who can see what you share. Click on continue. Now these are all your informations here. Your phone number, you can click on it and you can decide who can see your phone number. Click on save. Friends and following. Who can see your friends list? Click on it and you can pick from these options the one that work for you. Click on save. Who can see the people, pages and lists you follow? Click on it and you can pick who can see all those lists. Click on save. Click on next. The reason we are doing all this setup is to make sure that you are in control of your information and also in control of your account. So make sure you take each of these steps one after the other. Now on this page under audience, you can see who can see your future post. Even if your account is a public account, you still want to take control of what you post and who can see your post. You understand? Then pick from these available options. Who can see your stories? Click on it. Pick the options that you like. You can decide to click on custom and you can automatically select the list of people you want them to view your story. Or you go back. Once you click anyone that you like, you click on done. Or just go back and click on friends. Click on save. Next, let's control who can see your past post, meaning the things you've posted in the past. Click on view. If you choose to limit your past posts, post on your timeline that you've shared with friends of friends, and public posts will now be shared only with your friends. I hope you understand. So you can click on limit past post, go back, click on who can see posts you are tagged in on your profile. Click on it, pick the options that work for you and click on save. The next one says when you are tagged in a post, who do you want to add to the audience of the post if they can't already see it? So click on the arrow and pick the options that work for you. Click on save. If this button here is not on, make sure you turn your own on. The next one says review post you are tagged in before the post appears on your profile. So turn it on if you want to review any tagging. Once you are done, click on next. Click on this blocking and this is where you can see the list of all the people you've blocked. If you want to block someone new, just click on add to block and you search the person's name here. Once you search the person's name, you now click on block. If you confirm, just click on block and you can see now you have successfully blocked this person. Click on this, click on continue. Who can send you friend request? Click on it. Now pick who can send you friend request from the list you have here. Click on save. Click on next. Who can Facebook suggest your profile to based on your phone number or email address? Click on the first one which says people with your email address. Pick the options that work for you. Click on save. People with your phone number. Pick the option that work for you. Click on save. Click on next. For this option, if you decide to turn this on, when someone searches your name on Google, your Facebook profile will show on Google. On means easier for people to find you outside Facebook, and off means more private, only findable inside Facebook. Click on this and click continue. Click on apps and websites and you can see all these websites here. These are the websites that I am connected to. To remove anyone you don't want to be connected to again, click on the arrow. You can decide to either remove your email address, remove your date of birth, or you can do general remover. Click on remove, click on remove. Under location, you are in control of who sees your location on Facebook products. You can turn off location service anytime in your device setting. Always make sure you come back to this privacy checkup to see their new updates. They updated this 5 days ago. So you are going to click on it. If you did not follow from the beginning, please go back and see how you can change your password and turn on your two-factor authentication. Now let's move on to the most important part. Click on help and support. Click on account status. This particular step is very important for you to do on a daily basis to see if there is a problem with your account. Right now you can see both my account profile, my page and my group, all of them have no issues. If there's issue in your own, this is where Facebook will notify you and you can easily take action immediately, or at least once a week come here to check your account status. Now you've safeguarded your account, no one will be able to access what you've built for years.